Comic books! We all know those exciting American comics with our Supermans and Superwomans and Supers, and we all know Japanese manga, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Who's Better My Boyfriend. But it makes one wonder, are America and Japan the only countries in the world with their own comics? Does Mexico have its own comics? Are there Australian comics? Where's Africa's Marvel comics? Do they have a Bollywood for comics? Why yes, they do! It's just that nobody cares, except they themselves, presumably. The only non-American, non-manga who occasionally shows up international is France. French Belgium, your occasional Tintin or Asterix for hipsters to tell you they've glanced at them before they were cool in Hollywood. And one such French comic book who tried to reach out of the confining limits of the French and reach the international market was Largo Winch, comic book hero extraordinaire. Starting as a bunch of cheap airport novels in the 70s, it became a comic book series in the 90s, and by the 2000s, it was ready to step up its game and conquer the universe with its own movie, TV show, and video games. But like most French movies, the only people who cared were the French and surrounding neighbors, so it came and went. But it's the video game, particularly Empire Under Threat, that I wanted to talk about. But first, let's see what this Largo Winch fellow is all about, shall we? Largo Winch, the millionaire in jeans! Jeans? Now that's crazy! Isn't it right, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk? Well, fuck, all millionaires wear jeans these days. Well, let's pretend it's the 70s again, when bazillionaires wearing jeans was crazy, and instead, these pants were normal. Ah, good times. The series started as filler pulps, praised for their highly researched and realistic take on the financial world. Largo Winch, the CEO of the W Group, the most powerful conglomerate multinational enterprises ever owned by one man, is murdered by one of the many corrupt evil board members of his company over some blackmail business. But little do they know, Largo had an ace up his sleeve. Largo adopted an orphan, Largo Winclove, who's the surprise heir to Group W. Well, except they actually did know, so they tried to frame him for murder and got him in a Turkish prison. And when an action hero is falsely accused of murder, there's only one thing to do. Start killing some bad guys! That'll prove that you're no killer. Eventually he's recognized as the official Winch heir, by which point him being involved in several shootouts and murders is just a bare inconvenience on the social records, so he goes off to New York to run the place. Largo Winch, starring in a realistic, well-researched economic adventure, is the type of businessman who always brings his knife into meetings, throwing them at whoever's looking at him funny. He's the type of CEO who's always 5 minutes late for a meeting, but then lets his board members know he's coming by stabbing some asshole to death and throwing his corpse through the meeting room's window. He's the kind of man who finds eavesdroppers in his secret elevator and immediately hires them as his personal assistant for fun. Always ready for a fight, always got a Bond one-liner ready for whatever challenge he faces. A man filled with passion, adventure, sadness, joy, and surrounded by companions with their own tragic backstories and colorful personalities. He's half Harry Potter, half Scrooge McDuck, half Han Solo, half James Bond, half Elon Musk. Hey, he's rich, he can afford to have a lot of halves. Largo Winch! Boy! Ha! I'm sure a hero like that would get a super exciting adventure game, right? Yeah, well, I thought the same about Tintin, and we all know how that ended up, don't we? Now, of course, the Tintin video game was made by a French company, the cheap man's Ubisoft, Infogrames. However, Largo Winch video games is made by a French-Canadian company, the expensive man's Ubisoft. Actual Ubisoft. He got 2 games, the action game and the non-action game. Now, while we're going to talk about the non-action game, let's take a quick look what the action game is for comparison. And boy, such action! It plays like Metal Gear Solid, sneaking around buildings. The music playing is pretty badass, fires you up for battling the forces of evil. And thank goodness, because if you ignore the music, the actual action of this action game is, you know, this. So, yeah. Corridors, more corridors, and fights. But hey, you can throw knives at people, so that's neat. Huh, last level is Amsterdam? Yay, Netherlands! But looks weird, doesn't look very Amsterdam-y to me. Gotta love the level taking place in the entirety of Amsterdam is smaller than the levels taking place in one building. Are you telling us something about the size of our country, Canada? But enough action! It's time for non-action! It's time for Largo Winch, Empire Under Threat. We start with a little prologue of Daddy Largo Winch informing us that we inherited his company. Then we jump 2 years in the future. our resident IT guy, Kerensky, calls in to tell us he's gone for 2 days.
And try to stay out of trouble while I'm gone.
Try to stay out of trouble? Oh, look at his face. Oh, Largo, you sly dog, what are you up to? Oh, you naughty boy. Yeah, big boyish grin on his face. And then we get a preview of all the naughty things our boy is gonna commit when that Kerensky guy's gone. Oh, he's going to be on a plane that flies. And then the plane lands. And there's an island, and a person stands there. And another plane lands again, and a helicopter flies. Oh, Largo, you sly dog. Look at him, sitting in planes that land and fly while islands exist. Oh, that Kerensky guy gonna be so upset. Okay, to be fair, we do get 3 appropriately bad boy moments as well. A building explodes, a door's kicked in, and a gun is fired. Okay, now that's a proper bad thing to do. Bad Largo. Anyway, first proper cutscene. Okay, so this guy's on the phone when suddenly the door's kicked in and a gun is fired. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, that's 2 out of the 3 bad boy moments for the teaser already, and not even involved Largo Winch. Huh, that just leaves naughty Largo with merely 1 building to explode for the remainder of the game. But either way, never mind the prologue. The game proper is about to begin, and oh boy! Everyone, sit down! Put on your seatbelt, safety helmet on, hide your pets, give your spouse and loved ones clean underwear, because you're about to witness our hero, Largo freaking Winch, holding a speech. Yes! Here we go.
And it is with great pleasure that I have the privilege of telling you that at this very moment, a freighter chartered by Group W, containing some 70,000 tons of milk, has just made its departure for Janavia. And in conclusion, I would like to point out that all credit for this humanitarian operation should go to Miss Jenny Lucas, Director of our Agribusiness Branch. Thank you very much.
Woo! Wow, what a speech! Amazing! The charm, the charisma, the wit, the humor. This man just sparkles with energy and charm. Whoa! Leading us immediately into the first level. Everyone compliments Largo on a super awesome speech level.
By the way, nice speech.
I thought your speech was dead on. Very moving.
Yeah, you better compliment my awesome speech. I'm the CEO. I'm paying the bills. Any complaints and your salary is cut. And the gameplay begins. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Roger, you called this a non-action game. What the heck does that even mean? Well, you know these old point-and-click adventure games. You point, you click, you adventure, that sort of thing. Collecting items, talking to people, solving puzzles by pointing and clicking. And then around the turn of the millennium, they became 3D. So the point and clicking was kind of gone. And instead, your character just kind of walks around the environment. But it's otherwise still the same kind of game. Your Grim Fandango, your Escape from Monkey Island. It's like those. Except in this case, it's a more serious thriller story. So more like Broken Sword. Except with the puzzles more being inside of mini-games rather than the actual world exploring. So I guess it's more like the Leisure Suit Larry Magnum Cum Laude? Wow, okay, it's not that. There's no awkward sex scenes in this one. Oh, never mind, there are awkward sex scenes in there. Never mind. Well, you'll see. As anyone playing these types of games might be able to tell you, one of the most important things in these games is the main character. Your main character needs to be pleasant, fun, charming. After all, listening to him or her or whatever talk is a big part of the game. You have to hold conversation with people. You have to listen carefully to their observations, their comments on the world and items and people around you. Because it's your main character's hints that really tells you how this world works, how your character works, what the puzzles are like, what the solutions might be. So your typical point-and-click adventure needs to have a smooth, pleasant-to-listen-to voice, and have a fun personality.
I could only get through this one door. Well, then I could easily overpower the armed guards above.
I think this one used to be a frog out in the garden. Ah, well, he never should have asked to be turned into a handsome plinth.
And for this game, our hero is, well, him. Yeah, you know what's fun to do in adventure games? Click on the items in the world and listen to whatever wacky, zany, funny, charmy, witty thing our hero has to say about it. to establish the rules of the world, the mindset of our heroes, a hint of what to do. Hey, Rincewind, what's this?
Well, art criticism was never a strong point of the University Trust.
Guy Brosh, what's going on over there?
I don't think I've ever seen a cuter pirate.
So, hey, Largo, look at that. A pile of magazines. Do tell us about it. Show off your incredible wit and give us some clever social commentary by observing what those magazines are exactly. Art magazines. Yes. Thank you, Largo. Great, yeah. Okay, audience, I have a confession to make. So, all that stuff about comic book Largo Winch, throwing knives, kicking ass, throwing people through glass, being all charming and stuff, yeah, forget about that. The Largo of this game ain't gonna be much of this, and instead is going to be a whole lot more of, this. Even that teaser opening, that whole thing is a damn lie. That whole, oh, Largo, you troublemaker. Oh, grow up, 007. Yeah, that vibe doesn't fit this character at all. This game is a whole lot less, what if James Bond was the CEO of a company, but more, what if the CEO of a company is the CEO of the company, yet somehow gets involved in a James Bond story kind of thing. Also, Kerensky isn't gone for 2 days, he's there the whole game, and he ain't the type to give a damn what Winch is doing anyway. And they show Largo's knife on the table, even though he ain't touching that thing until the final chapters in this game. It was all a lie. That teaser, it's a lie! Curse you, teaser! Whatever. Let's start the game. So we get introduced to the main characters. John Sullivan, number 2 in our company, and our mentor. He's supposed to be the fun, cool dude, but instead he's just whining all the time. Your friend is a girlfriend and dresses funny. Yeah, whatever, dude. And there's Simon, our old buddy that we met in prison. He likes women a lot, and that's pretty much it. He's basically Quagmire. But since he's the only character that shows any form of joy and isn't constantly being a humorless, miserable grouch, he's pretty much my favorite character. Oh, you got yourself a new lady, huh? Simon, you never learn. Hey, you don't see me immediately shagging up with a lady I just met. Spoiler alert, he will. Jenny Lucas, the lady organizing the humanitarian project that this whole event is about. Getting milk to Dronavia. Pretty sure milk is unhealthy for adult people. I hope they know that. Oh well. Oh, also, audience, don't bother feeling stupid not knowing where the country of Dronavia lies. It's fictional. So don't waste your time. Oh yeah, tell me how awesome my speech is, baby. But whoops, the plot must begin as our chief of security, Sharon Green, comes in with super important documents. And on top of that, we get a phone call that terrorists have infiltrated the hotel and planted a bomb in the hotel lobby. Oh no, the doors are locked! We're trapped! Trapped in his open balcony. Well, it seems it's time. Time for our very first exciting Largo Winch action sequence! Yes! But Roger, you ask, how can it be an action sequence in this non-action game? Worry not, dear viewer. Just sit back and let Largo Winch do his magic. So, what to do? Well, get to the balcony, grab the trowel, climb the railing, open a window, open this wood panel. Action sequence complete! Whew! That was exciting. So, what about the bomb? Well, it ain't a bomb. It's a...
How's a $5 alarm clock?
A $5 alarm clock? Infidels! Monsters! Blasphemous bastards! Now, if it was a $1,000 alarm clock with encrusted diamonds, that would be cool. A classy, eccentric little gag from a fellow millionaire. But a $5 one? You mean we were tricked by a poor person? A commoner? A peasant? Outrage! Now, before we continue, can I praise the sound design of this game? First of all, please appreciate how, no matter what emotion Largo Winch is supposed to have, his voice never changed from sounding...
Someone wanted to get me away from the other guests. But why? What do they want to stop me from...
mildly bored and irritated. I also check this.
I did it!
I love these cartoony sound effects. I did it! Boing, clank, shriek! Really adds to the drama. John Sullivan, the fun, cool guy, is whining, complaining, and demanding to see the manager of this place. Oh, what a fun character. However, the plot thickens. Our buddies Simon and Jenny were assaulted by the terrorists, and the documents are stolen. Oh no! Fortunately, Sharon has one extra copy of the documents, on a CD at home. But if the terrorists know that we were here, and were bold enough to attack us, they'll probably head for her place as well. We have to hurry! We have to be quick! We have to get there immediately! Or just take a quiet walk through Central Park. Sure, why not? No rush. It's just an hour walk or something, at least. Then again, considering the traffic in New York, I guess that's still a better option. Well, unless there's muggers. Hope you enjoy the fresh air, Sharon. Either way, it's time, folks. That's right. It's time for our very first exciting Largo Winch fight sequence! Yes! A fighting sequence in a non-action game, you ask? Why, yes! So you're thinking, how does that go? How can a fight sequence have no action to it? Buddy, we're playing Largo Winch. Learn from the master, okay? Just sit down and let the maestro do his art. Sit tight, here we go. Battle commences! Largo versus Eddie! You can choose punching or kicking. Let's punch him. Punch him! Largo gets up, rushes towards Eddie, fists raised, eyes burning with righteous fury. He anticipates, muscles tense, he reaches out. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh god, here comes Eddie! Look out, Largo! Whoa! He launches at us, knife in hand, bloodlust in his eyes. He plunges. Okay. Let's try kick. Largo, get him! And here comes Eddie. Wow. This is the most exciting fight sequence I've seen since I played that Tintin game. Come on, Largo, punch him! Yes! Yes! We hit him! Yes, we did it! We did 0 damage. Oh. Oh, and 2 damage. Yay! Hooray, only 13 health points to go. Bob. So, what is this, you ask? Well, Largo Winch has turn-based battles, like an RPG. And now we got 2 moves, punching or kicking. Punching does less damage, but you do it 3 times. Kicking does more damage, but you only do it twice per round. However, for the most part, your characters will always miss. Why? Because it's Largo Winch, Empire under threat! So, you just, flail your arms helplessly at the mugger until eventually you annoy him to death. Victory! Yay! Largo Winch fight sequence complete! At Sharon's place, she takes a shower. After she tells us to search for the CD with the important data on it. Okay, here we go, folks. Stuck in an apartment in a point-and-click adventure game with a mission. Oh boy. I bet we have to solve all kinds of crazy puzzles here, like bribing the mouse with cheese or duct tape a pecking bird to a remote control to solve some kind of zany puzzle to get this disc. I know those point-and-click adventure games. Okay. Let's investigate the aquarium. Okay, Largo, tell us if you see anything suspicious. No use pushing it. What? Why the hell is your first instinct to even push the aquarium over, Largo, you psychopath? You don't want innocent fish to die, do you? Anyway. Well, okay, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, let's start at the beginning to find this CD. Let's go back to the basics. How to solve the puzzle to find this computer CD. Okay, so there's the computer. Let's see if there's any clues nearby. Oh, I found a disc. Oh, yay, puzzle complete. Let's check the file. Blah, blah, blah. Some shit stolen, people that were born. Let's start working here. Yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, hey, seems Sharon is done showering. Ooh, and she wants to get dirty right away. Well, can't blame her. Wouldn't find a more stiff plank of wood than Largo over here. Ooh, yeah. Now, after that naughty sequence, we get straight to the next naughty sequence. Largo landing in a plane. Oh, Largo, you sly dog, you. Sitting and landing planes like that. So, welcome to Mexico. Our side branch corporation where the tragedy took... Whoa! What are you? Hi? Viewer, let me introduce you. This is Joy. She's another main character. She's my sidekick, yeah. So, why didn't I introduce her before? Well, this is our introduction. She just randomly shows up. Hi. And then she's gone. Okay, bye, main character. See you in another 2 hours or something. So here we are, early in the morning. Okay, so we outraced Jenny to be here before her. Also, we did not tell the lab we were coming in advance, so no. See, we want this to be an element of surprise. We're a detective now. We're investigating this murder mystery. We don't know who's guilty. We don't know who did it. We don't know who we can trust. So we have to be discreet. We have to be quick and efficient as possible before the guilty party knows what's up and can hide the evidence. Okay, you got all that? Okay, good. Now, let's start our investigation. Okay, let's have a nice chat with the guard, Jerry.
Largo Winch.
The big boss? Hello, Jerry Garcia.
Hate. Hate. Hate, 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 hate!
Don't look at me like that, Jerry. I just want to ask you a few questions. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, so what's wrong with you? Fuck, man! How dare you just go all
Jerry Garcia.
on me? Fuck is your problem? You're the most off-the-hook, angry, psychopath, offensive bastard I've ever seen! Have you ever heard something as offensive as...
Jerry Garcia.
Oh, I can't believe this! Damn this guy!
I lost 2 pounds last week, so hell yeah, there's a problem.
Oh, your colleagues were murdered recently and that's why you're upset. Boo-hoo, whatever.
Married with kids.
Married with children. Is that legal? What's the lowest marrying age in this country? Well, whatever. Let's just go inside. I can't stand that angry monster anymore. Let's chat with the secretary. This lady doesn't know who I am. How dare she? I would show her my identification, but I didn't bring it with me, despite just being on an international flight. Look, lady, when a random stranger barges in and demands you to be let through without showing any identification, you let them through, okay? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Just 2 guards get killed and some deadly lab equipment gets stolen and immediately everyone's being annoying. Ooh, let's intimidate her. Yeah.
But I'm sure Mr. Winch wouldn't come here without telling us first.
Yeah? Well, Mr. Largo Winch, I wasn't going to tell you he's coming here first because I want this visit to be an unexpected surprise. That's why I'm starting a fight with every single employee I've come across, so people won't notice I'm here. Ha! Dumb bitch. Look, I'm rich. I'm a CEO. Everyone knows every single CEO in the world. We're like rock stars. I mean, like, man, yesterday, Enrique Razor Jr. walked down the street, and everyone was like, "Fuck yeah, Enrique Razor Jr. We love you, man. Holy shit. I love the way you were, like, sitting in your office and being the chairman of leading porch operating. Yeah, Enrique Razor, baby. Woo! Okay, now to be fair, CEOs can be famous. I mean, like those zany folks at Nintendo, or Steve Jobs, Elon Musk. They have presence, they have charisma, they're fun to watch. When these goofy guys have a presentation, you will watch, you know. And hey, when the amazing Largo Winch is one of his exciting, charismatic presentations,
Operation should go to Miss Jenny Lucas, director.
everyone will be like, "Yeah, Largo Winch, yeah!" Bam! Article in this magazine with my face on it. Ha! Now you better have every single board member or stockholder of the mother company memorized in your brain, lady. I ain't paying you below minimum wage for nothing, you know? Just because we never show up in this lab doesn't mean all 50,000 people involved with Group W shouldn't be memorized in your brain, okay? Hey, I bet the clerk at McDonald's knows every single producer and manager in the McDonald's HQ. Huh. Ah, finally, the manager arrives. Exactly the man Karen Winch wants to see. Let's grill him too.
I can only imagine it's the work of some pretty tactless individuals.
2 guards killed 1 missing researcher, and you call that tactless?
Yeah, so show some respect. Like I do when screaming and yelling at everyone involved in this tragedy. Oh, hey, Jenny arrived. Great. Okay, so just to recap, right? We get here extra early and don't want to know anyone at the lab know we're coming, so we can be extra stealthy and catch any potential suspects by surprise. Except we spend so much time yelling and screaming at the guard, the secretary, and the manager that the entire building now knows we're here, and the lady we're trying to outrun has also arrived now. Detective Largo Winch, everybody. Well, let's get on with the investigation. Jenny, lead the way. Okay, we start our interviews with the employees by wandering into this deserted, monster-infested room. Huh. Interesting choice. Whoa! The door locks! And the snakes escape! Oh no! You know what time it is, kids? That's right. It's time for another exciting Largo Winch action sequence! Yes! Okay, we have to break the safety glass to get to the fire extinguisher. There's a special hammer you can use to break it, but it's on the other side of the room. We have to sneak by the snakes first, figuring out a clever way to get past a dangerous snake. Now that's the classic point-and-click adventuring thing.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
Can't wait to see what crazy creative way we'll get out of this one. Okay, so how do you get past the snakes? Well, you just walk. How do we get the hammer? Well, just grab it. How to sneak past the snakes again? Largo Winch action sequence complete! Whoa! That was thrilling. Whew, Jenny, we barely survived that. And now, Largo gets to do what Largo does best. Yell at the manager some more. Give him hell! Yeah, Largo! Complain! 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 Yeah! Karen Winch done it again. See, this is why Largo is so much cooler than James Bond. I mean, when James Bond is caught into a booby trap and escapes, he just says a cool badass one-liner and moves on. Not Largo Winch, though. No. We get the damn manager and yell at him for 5 hours. You get to sit through all of it. Haha. So, after yelling at our employees the entire morning, we finally get to actually start the damn investigation we came in for. How nice. Okay, folks, I have to warn you, trigger warning. You're about to witness something absolutely shocking.
I'm glad to see someone who's so rigorous. Tell me, Miss...
Aranda. Carmen Aranda, Mr. Winch.
That's right, it's Largo Winch actually being friendly towards someone. Don't get used to it, though. See, this is the part where Largo uses his charm and seduces the lady in getting him more information. Charm and seducing, which in his case just means not being a dick for a minute. Okay, now let's meet the other employees here. Also, I love the fact we yelled at her for not knowing who we are, yet now we have to ask who she is, despite doing all the research on all employees the day before. It's always the little things that make characters so fun. Although, that being the only reason why she starts actually answering our questions, I guess it's supposed to be more of a narcissistic thing on her behalf, I suppose. Now let's meet the other employees here. This is Joafia Escondido. He doesn't take his work too seriously, which pisses Largo off. Lecture him! Yeah, Largo, lecture that son of a bitch for not working properly enough. That's right, it's literally a mission in this game. You have to start lecturing your employees, or you can't continue. Hey, who wants missions about stopping bombs and saving princesses in your video game when you can have just missions about reprimanding your employees? Way more fun. This is the other scientist, Juan Domissimo. He takes his work way too serious, which also pisses Largo off.
Not to get rich with the latest technologies. I'm in this to advance science. Scientific research has a nasty tendency of getting mixed up with profit, if you ask me. What happened to the Pasteurs, the Flemings, the Curies?
They're dead, I think. But no one ever felt the need to investigate them. I'm starting to understand the other researchers' attitude.
A science who cares about science. You're supposed to make me money, jerk. No wonder everyone bullies you.
Forgive me if I sound rude, but is your colleague autistic?
Yeah, does that freak have some mental disorders? He doesn't like talking to me. Must have some insane mental issues for someone not to want to talk to me. Man, what a bunch of freaks of scientists. Oh, and there's Selma Paz. She takes her work not too serious, nor not too not serious. And she's pretty, so she irritates Largo only mildly. So we're gonna be a little more nicer. Let's just merely manipulate her feelings into tricking her to giving me her dead friend's address. Sweet. I think we did a great job being their boss today, so let's move on. We haven't learned much yet, but we do know there's a problem in this facility, that several other of the older scientists have left to a different lab because they thought their wages were too low here, while Jack Place, the suspect of the murders, seemingly has severe money issues. Seems we're severely underpaying our employees at the lab. Losers. Now, let's break into Jack Place home, shall we? Well, for your viewers out there who are impressed that Mexico gets such a flattering presentation for once, being the setting of a science lab and everything, now you'll be very happy to know that the very next location in Mexico is very, stereotypical. There's even a wanted poster and everything. How nice. Who are you? Whoa! Oh, right, you were a sidekick. Yeah, sorry. I forgot you existed. Hi, Joy. Our friendly sidekick. So let's discuss what a shitty neighborhood this is and what a lousy house. Ha! Nice. Largo fears him loitering in the garden makes the neighbors suspect he's a burglar. Don't worry, Largo. I think it's you actually burgling the house that makes people think you're a burglar. Luckily in Fiction Land, everyone has their key under the stone right in front of the door, so how nice. Grab it and let's go inside.
I'll go ask the neighbors some questions.
Oh yes, Joy, you go interview the neighbors. They're probably very cooperative after you insulted their lousy neighborhood just now. Bye, main character. See you in another few hours. Okay, let's investigate. What a dump. We find a lab sample, some info, having to read some email. What is it with games in the early 2000s that they always loved, make you read emails all the time? Well, whatever. Guy was in some serious depths. Well, you shouldn't have been so poor then. Get a job, lazy. Hey, I own a science lab close by. Why don't you work there as a scientist? Oh. Anyway, let's go outside. Where we suddenly under attack by thugs. What did I do? All I did is just insult your neighborhood and then break into this guy's home. Well, fine. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, it's time for another exciting Largo Winch fight sequence. Yeah! Yeah, Largo, get him! Yeah, 0. 0. Stupid turn-based fights. Why couldn't the programmers just make actual real-time action fights? Imagine how awesome that would be! Oh, alright, yeah, never mind. So, question. What gives turn-based battles their gameplay? Well, first, it's the preparation, right? Buy equipment, level up your spells, increase the stats of your character, buy the right tools so you're ready for any challenge, and 2, strategic choices, right? I mean, what do you do during a fight? Just do your normal attack, or sacrifice a magic point for a stronger attack? Wait around for by healing first, or increasing defense? You have to make strategic choices. And the thing with Largo Winch's fights is that they have neither. You can't do a damn thing to strengthen Largo, or prepare for any of the fights. They just happen, you just have to deal with them. And strategic choice? Well, yeah, punching or kicking. Yay, well, whatever, great. So after flailing around for an hour, the fight is over. Or is it? Oh, hey, it is, nice. Yay, Joy, you did something useful. Haha, that was so cool. I'm so glad you're my sidekick. Hey, so what are we going to do? Oh, and Joy's gone again. Bye, Joy. See you in another few hours, I guess. We arrive at Group W, our offices, the place we work. My empire from the title. Oh yeah, nice. So checking some emails, talking to a receptionist, doing some meetings. Ah yeah, office work. Sullivan asks you to make a business decision. Sell or don't sell? Whoa, sell, I guess? Then we suddenly hear sad news. Our IT guy, Kerensky, was attacked by terrorists and sent to the hospital. Ha ha! Loser! You should have left on vacation like you said you would do in the teaser. That's what you get for lying to me, asshole. Anyway, whoa! Joy! What are you doing here? Get out of here! Stupid main character constantly showing up randomly. Anyway, we get introduced to an exciting new minigame, hacking! Yay! It's kind of like an arcade game, triggering nodes, outrunning antiviruses. We're gonna be doing a lot of these in this game. And ironically, they require a lot more thinking to solve these than solving any of the actual in-game puzzles. Anyway, we learned that we were under attack by a hacker living in Russia. Alright, so off we go. Off to travel to Russia! Ha 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 ha! This game was released in 2002, when there was still an option. So, okay, so we're in the apartment building of the hacker. I've never seen a receptionist in any apartment building I've been to, but whatever. It's time to call the manager. Hey, that's Largo's specialty. And we start demanding stuff from him. Give me the key so I can break into every single house here, damn it. He won't give it to us. Why? Don't you trust me? Look at my face. Okay, fine. Let's pretend we're KGB. I'm KGB working for the Russian motherland. Please ignore the fact I'm speaking English rather than Russian. Give me the keys now. Oh, sweet. Hey, okay, look, hey. It's not unethical what we're doing now, okay? Sure, now we got the keys so we can break into everyone's home, illegally. But hey, we're just gonna break into the hacker's room, okay? It's not like we're just gonna break into random innocent civilians' rooms. Okay, right, so. Okay, so apparently the hacker's room is booby-trapped. Okay, let's just break into an innocent civilian's room instead. It's on the floor above, so we can climb down to the hacker's place later. First thing Largo does when breaking into this random person's home is complain about it. I ain't reading this crap! Motherfucker! How dare this random civilian put books on the table that I, Largo Winch, have no interest in reading? Didn't that moron know I was gonna break into his home today? Put some better books on your table, you moron. Jeez. Man, these damn books are even in Russian. Hey, I can't read Russian, you selfish pricks. Jeez, some people. Okay, fine. So I did break into a random civilian's home. But hey, it's not like we're stealing or anything. Okay, we need a rope. Where do I, CEO of the biggest corporation of America, one of the richest people on Earth, possibly get my hands on a rope right in the middle of a city? Oh, I know! We're just gonna steal from this apartment. Ha-ha! Hey, there we go. Clean sheets. We'll use them. Okay, don't worry, owner of this house. I stole your clean sheets, okay? Yes. You have the privilege to having to launder and dry and iron these sheets for me, the mighty Largo Winch. Aren't you happy? Aren't you privileged? Lucky you, you don't have to feel ashamed, because I don't have to deal with your dirty laundry. I only touch the clean stuff. How wonderful. Actually, scrap that. You should feel ashamed. This apartment is terrible. Look at all these crappy books on the table. Ugh. Alright. No, the clean sheets aren't enough. Actually, I think I'm gonna steal the dirty sheets as well. Fuck it. I mean, hey, no harm done, right? When the owner comes home after a long day at work, they'll think to themselves, who needs bed sheets while trying to sleep in the middle of winter in Russia? Anyway, we go down and now we're inside of the hacker's apartment. First thing Largo does is complain. A kitchen? I ain't a housewife! Damn it! Here I am, just nicely breaking into this apartment, and this person dares to have a kitchen in here? I have to cross a kitchen? Do I look like a woman to you? The nerve of poor people, seriously. Anyway, we learn what bar he frequents and where he works. Okay, so Simon goes check the bar, I go check the workplace. Alright, so there we go. His colleague isn't very talkative. Largo tries to bribe him. Hey, well done, Largo. You finally understand the concept of gaining goods and services by paying money rather than just stealing. I'm very impressed. Alas, he won't take it. Seems we have to win in a poker game. Oh, yay, my favorite kind of video games. The ones where you can only win with blind luck. Oh well, I'm playing on an emulator. Save and load state your way through it. So we got a bunch of worthless information. Ooh, a random fake coin. Okay. Okay, now here's a shocking turn of events. We actually get to do some actual point-and-click adventuring. Oh! So we have to throw the fake coin into the vending machine so it breaks. They call the janitor to fix it, and whilst he's distracted, we can steal his tools and break open a door. Hey! Yay! Actual puzzle solving! Nice, Largo. We just broke expensive equipment and stole tools from a completely innocent business that has absolutely nothing to do with the plot other than that the hacker just happens to work here. Just because you're too lazy to buy a screwdriver. Okay, so we find the hacker's laptop. And we get another stupid hacking minigame. But now we got access to all his files on his laptop. Whoa! Oh yeah, all 5 emails of them. Wow. But uh-oh, trouble afoot. Simon's investigation went wrong. The Russian gangsters working at the bar he was at have captured him now. They're torturing upstairs, oh no! It's up to Largo to get in there, be as discreet and stealthy as possible to get the information where he's held, okay. Ah, look at a lady dancing her heart out to entertain all of the patrons who isn't even looking. Alright, Detective Largo Winch, it's time to start investigating. But, be careful. Asking too many obvious questions can get us captured. The gangsters are watching us. We have to be as discreet as possible. The drunken man at the bar is surprisingly helpful. Despite us asking very suspicious questions, he does give us a little insight on how the bar operates. Okay, if we play our cards right, this man can help us get information, as long as we stay very...
Alright now, spit it out. Who calls the shots?
Alright, helpful person! Spit it out, you bastard! And say it quietly! I don't want the Russian gangsters in this bar to know that I'm quietly asking dangerous questions over here!
You're a nice guy.
My name's Largo. Largo Winch.
Yes, Largo, do loudly announce who you are in this gangster-run bar. I'm Largo Winch, super millionaire! The type of guy who would probably be a very profitable hostage if anyone kidnapped me and holds me for ransom. I'm sure the Russian gangsters who already kidnapped your friend and are torturing him upstairs would never kidnap the second person who'd bring in billions of ransom money. Especially considering how non-threatening we are to their operation. Hello? Who runs this bar? Is it run by gangsters? Hello? Hi, I'm Largo Winch, super millionaire. I'm not suspicious. Are the gangsters committing any crimes in this bar? Where's the guy who's been kidnapped? Hello? Have I mentioned I'm not a suspicious guy? I mean, geez, what's the mission here? Put a big giant sign on Largo with "Please kidnap me" printed on it? I mean, luckily for us, all the gangsters are apparently drunk, so you can act like an idiot to all your heart's content without ever getting caught. Anyway, we have to call up the cafe to distract the staff, and we do it right in front of them in this main room. Yo, Largo, I'm pretty sure cell phones were around even in 2002. Well, everyone is dumb, so whatever. Used the phone to distract them, putting some sleeping pills in a drink, stealing some stuff, and getting outside to get up to the gangsters' main room. Oh yeah, proper point-and-click adventure-y stuff. Does anyone know where you can buy these Hollywood sleeping pills? You know, the kinds you take, you just instantly fall asleep? I wish sleeping pills in the real world were as efficient as this. It's not fair. But uh-oh, now we're in a Mexican standoff. Well, a Russian standoff. In a stereotypical game like this, how would we solve a problem with Russian gangsters? Oh, I know. Vodka. Whoop. Throw vodka over the money and threaten to set it on fire. Gangsters can't do anything, and we're out of there. Oh, yeah.
Simon, are you okay?
The Largo voice actor emotes. Nice. Anyway, we managed to get Simon out. Now run towards the airport. Now we get a pretty neat sequence where you're in a firefight. You have to carefully push over crates and other things in the environment to survive and trick your enemy in a position where you can overpower him. Nice, well done, game. This finally feels like a nice, proper action thriller point-and-click moment. I mean, it's still linear and easy as heck. There's only one or two things you can even interact with at each screen. But hey, it looks competent, so hey, impressive. And now, we got Vladimir, our hacker. Ha! You know in detective stories, where our detective has a crook in his power and is interrogating him, when suddenly the crook gets killed before being able to spill the beans. Now in the movies, a scene like this is usually very understandable. The detective thinks he's safe, he's in a closed office building, he doesn't know about enemies coming, and the assassin is usually a sniper across the street that the detective can't see. So now imagine that scene with Largo, but now with every single one of that excuse completely gone. We're not in an office, we're right in the middle of an open field where a firefight just took place. We do know there's danger coming because both the gangsters in the bar and the terrorists that were going to pick up Vladimir are coming in a minute. But the best of all, instead of a sniper being hidden somewhere, the assassin that managed to kill the hacker actually shoots from the most stealthiest and undetectable places known to man. A freaking helicopter. Yep, a helicopter managed to sneak by Largo. Good job, detective. And ooh, speaking of gangsters who were coming after us, there they are. And you know what that means. That's right. Time for another exciting Largo Winch fight sequence. Yes! And, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the fight actually has a point this time. Yeah. See, this time Simon joins into the fight, and he can punch and kick too. Yay! Yeah, Simon, kick him. Kick. But he also has a unique move. He can hold an enemy, forcing them to skip a turn. And in this fight, one of the gangsters has a super powerful attack that will make you lose if you can't take them out very quickly. So use Simon's special move to force him to keep skipping a turn, and then use Largo to try to hit the others. Actually, I didn't realize this during recording, but if Largo would have attacked the gangster that Simon's holding, he actually never misses. Wow. But yeah, eventually you win. Wow, you actually had to make a strategic decision this time. Amazing.
So, now you rob dead hackers, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Simon. Robbing innocent civilians? Yeah, that's one thing. But robbing from a diseased villain who tried to kill us? Now that's one moral step too far. Glad someone's finally concerned about Largo's kleptomania. So, we get this ring, but it looks very familiar. Okay, back to New York. Whoa, Largo's being nice again. Are you sick, buddy? Well, it is a pretty lady, I suppose. Reading mails, doing business again. John compliments us for making the right business decision. We earned some extra money. Sweet! So you might be wondering, wait, Raj, we can earn extra cash in this game? So what do you do with that money? Buy better equipment for the battles? Nope. Will Largo ever need to buy anything in this game? Nope. Can you buy different outfits or office decorations? Nope. Oh, can you give those poor people at the lab a raise? So, why can you earn extra cash in this game? Well, I guess the developers just thought to themselves, man, Largo Winch is such a swell guy. Everyone loves him so much, we bet the players love the opportunity to give this guy some extra money. Hey, out of all the video game heroes out there in the whole universe, I mean, there's no other hero who deserves to get an extra $1 billion than this guy, right? I mean, look at him. I'm sure he will do great things with the extra cash. Hey, but don't worry, folks. Besides making Largo richer, there is a very important reward we get at the end of the game if we keep making the right business decisions. But we'll get to that later. For now, we have more investigating to do.
You and Simon weren't too distracted by all those Russian dolls, were you?
No comment. That little scoundrel Simon will be hearing from me.
Gotta love Largo getting pissed off at Simon over a random hypothetical joke Joy made, rather than anything he actually saw him doing. Simon, Joy joked that you might have been interested in ladies, you bastard! I can't believe that Simon's constantly looking for women! I would never... Here's Sharon, oh yeah. Time for us to be smooth. Duh! Aw, those cute rare moments where Largo isn't a dick. Now actually, to be fair, Largo's been tolerable for a while now. And he'll be in the next chapter too. Apparently there's a connection between the ring the hacker wore and the island mansion our father used to live in. We're going to the island of Sarcasm, a place where there's no humans for Largo to interact with, and it's all a fancy tropical mansion, so Largo has no complaints about magazines or kitchens either. Nope, There's only sensible rooms in his mansion, like the office, and his secret underground office, and their super secret, super underground super office. So this is the Indiana Jones portion of the game, where we have to uncover the secret hidden room of our father. And the other secret room, and the other secret room. Man, this guy loves the secret rooms. It's also one of the view plays of the game where you can die outside of combat, when you step on the wrong tile in this Indiana Jones trap room. The game over screen is amazing. If Largo dies, you get a newspaper clip. Largo disappears! Couldn't Largo handle his money? What? How dare those damn journalists think I can't handle money? Oh, see, that's the worst part of dying. Not being dead or being unable to stop the terrorist plot we're investigating, but the fact journalists might insult Largo's ability to handle money. I'll show those bastards. After dealing with this stupid, annoying slide puzzle, then we get rewarded with the epic treasure of this Indiana Jones room. 4 letters, Axio. Okay. Back to New York, I guess. Returning to the office, we very quickly realize all's not well. In fact, things are about to get very, very badly. Largo Winch is about to deal with the most hair-raising challenge yet. Trigger warning for those who can't handle intensity. That's right, Largo Winch has to deal with spam. My god, look at these terrifying messages we got in our email.
Your dad was a different class. Quit. Group W would be better without you. Wimp.
Whoa, easy there, spammer. That's the most intense hate mail I've read since my granny sent me a Christmas card. Even our business associates are shocked by these accusations.
The situation is catatonic. Our clients are furious. Unbearable. I fear a public outrage if these messages get released to the press.
Oh my god.
Breaking news. Emails have leaked declaring that CEO Largo Winch is a poopy head, and that Group W would totally be a much cooler company if he quit. Stockholders are outraged and demand answers. Stocks have collapsed. Police are questioning the 10-year-old emailer for further details.
Nobody calls Largo Winch a poopy head wimp. Nobody! This 10-year-old is going down. Fortunately, we have the super hacking skills. Just hack the email address, and the software will connect directly to the keyboard and identify what DNA fingerprints were made the exact moment the email was typed. The results are in, and the culprit was Jerry Garcia. Well, I knew it! The moment that bastard told us...
The big boss? Hello, Jerry Garcia.
I knew he was evil. Killer and thief confirmed. Sweet, let's throw him in jail. Meanwhile, let's ask our mentor if he knows anything about the Axio message we got. So Axio is the secret password for Nerio's hidden messages. All the secret messages were deleted but one. Give us some names. Joy! Stop scaring me! Keep forgetting you're supposed to be a main character in this game. You know something? She immediately starts rattling off all kinds of information from the top of her head. And then telling us to ask Kerensky for more details, who does, and gives an exact address. So let me get this fucking straight. I go through this deadly booby trap infested mansion just to find a damn internet password my mentor already knew about, to find information that Joy and Kerensky are so familiar with they can just immediately rattle off an entire speech about it without even having to look up any information. Are you kidding me? Why didn't you assholes tell me all this shit before I went into the death traps? No wonder Largo is such a dick against everyone. But Jay, we finally know the truth. Apparently, Nerio, our dad, created several illegal spy organizations, all shut down but one stayed, and is now the evil terrorist causing death and destruction we're dealing with. But we know their home address, so let's go kick some ass. Time to go to Sardinia, the Italian island. But first, even more importantly, we have to visit Sharon again. She has very important information for us.
Don't you have any faults?
Well, yes, I am absolutely flawless. Thanks, Sharon. After these deep-cutting, nasty emails we just read, I really needed someone to tell me I'm flawless again to cheer me up. But that's not the only reason we're here. She does have very important information to share with us.
They're the spare keys to my apartment. I don't have to worry about anyone taking them from there.
Why is that?
Those little cuties are lionfish. Dip your hand in there and you're a dead man.
You keep your house keys in your aquarium filled with deadly fish. Okay, game, thanks for telling me. I'm sure that wasn't a clumsy setup for a puzzle later. And now we have sex again. Nice! So, Sharon, I got a question for you. So to protect your apartment from burglars, you hide your spare keys in your deadly aquarium. Very smart. Admittedly, a better choice than right at your front door like the other guy. But for a burglar to be in a position where they could try to get the keys from your apartment out of your aquarium, they would already have to be inside of your apartment, you know? The point where they no longer need the damn things. So what's the point? So the only people who would use your spare keys are people who are actually living in your house, like yourself or any housemates. The only lives you're endangering are yourself and your loved ones. Nice. But hey, that's the kind of logic we can expect from the director of security protocols. Anyway, back to the plot. The story's getting serious. So serious that Largo bothered to take his knife along this time. Yeah? You sure? You sure you don't want to come in unprepared and unarmed again? Just like you did with the Death Trap Temple and the Russian gangsters before? Okay then. Hey, what a nice village. I like it here. Let's have a nice chat with the locals. Hey there, shopkeeper, what's up? What are you selling?
What do you sell here?
You can find everything in my shop. You want something? I got it.
When were these photos of the monastery taken?
These are very old photos. Turn of the century. Cheap.
Useless.
Useless! Fucking useless, you piece of shit shopkeeper! How dare you have things that I, Largo Winch, don't specifically need at this moment? There's the Largo Winch we know and love. I miss you, boy. Yeah, tell those peasants how useless they are. Anyway, Largo actually did bother to bring his knife along this time, but he still didn't bring in any other equipment. Which means we're still gonna have to steal stuff from the filthy villagers. Breaking open his car, stealing some stuff. The villagers don't need any of that. I do. Okay, so now we're about halfway through the game, so you might be wondering, say Raj, you complained before how easy the puzzles are. Have the puzzles become more tough yet at this point? Well, yeah, sure, they are. I mean, for example, take this one, right? So this door is locked. To open it, you need the key. The key is right over there. Whew! Another brain-cracking puzzle solved once again. Alright, we have to climb this cliff to get to the mysterious monastery on top. But there's no way up. What to do? And right when things seem hopeless, Largo is faced with his biggest challenge yet. He has to be nice toward a stranger, without immediate benefit to himself. Oh no!
I'll go and see what I can do for your son.
Oh, thank you. Grazie mille. I'll repay you properly.
Yeah, you better repay me, lady. I'm a CEO. My hourly rate is about $878, so you better get a new mortgage on your house. Now, her husband is apparently dying, and now she's worried sick about her son being in danger. Yeah, sad and all. But first you help me with my investigations. Tell me all about this monastery on top. Alright. After that, we'll wander around a bit and... God, I love these sound effects. So the kid fell off the cliff and is screaming in pain. His leg is broken, wounds infested, gruesome pain, yada yada yada. Yo kid, help me with my investigations first, will ya? Tell me all about this monastery. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with the information, but I just enjoy watching you be in pain. Oh, my leg! Stop yelling about your broken leg, you wimp. I've dealt with worse. Have you seen the spam emails I received? So Joy, our sidekick, hi, promises to look out for the boy while we look for something to drag him back to the village with. Alrighty. I'm not here to clear the bushes. Okay, Largo, jeez. Okay, so, do you know what the problem is with Largo? Well, one of the many problems with this guy. One thing I'm really noticing with Largo is I think the writers of this game wanted to add this quirky feature where Largo is constantly breaking the fourth wall and talking to the player. I mean, that sometimes happens in point-and-click adventure games, right? You annoy the character too much and they start breaking the fourth wall and become snarky with you.
Now you've done it. You've broken Sam's spirit with your stupid attempts to pick up that silly object.
The person playing this game has no idea.
Now, one problem is, well, these characters are charming and fun, and Largo isn't. Also, they only start complaining when you do crazy stuff, while Largo just yells at you for just playing the game at all. Just checking these trash cans, and how dare you make me investigate these trash cans? Whoa, relax, Largo, jeez. Sorry, Largy old boy, this is a video game, and rule number 1 in video game... Well, okay, not rule number 1, I think it's rule number 72B. Always check the trash cans. Always. There's first aid kits and then turkey legs in these things. Any self-respecting gamer would always check all the trash cans. Who knows how many clues we've missed and how quicker this game could have ended if we just checked the damn things. Then again, I suppose maybe it's a warning from the video game to us. It's the video game telling us, dear player, don't try to be clever and actually investigate everything and try to uncover the puzzles. This game is really linear and pathetically easy. No need to search for solutions, they'll be given to you on a silver platter. Keys are right next to the door, characters happily interrupt the game to give you a hint. There you are. No need to use that pathetic little brain of yours. And besides that, you know what makes Largo Winch really the wonderful hero that he is? The cherry on the sundae, the chef's kiss, the Pasha singing hills. The thing that really makes him so him is the exclamation mark. It's the exclamation mark. You see, when Largo complains, there isn't just a period. It's not a mere thought. It's not a mere sentence or a quick little statement. No. Look closely. There's a big, juicy exclamation mark right there. When he calls your apartment filthy, it isn't just a quiet little jab. He doesn't just say, your apartment is a little filthy. No, he exclaims, your apartment is filthy! Books on the table that I don't find interesting? Largo ain't just saying it, he's exclaiming it! He throws open the windows, shakes his fist in the air, stares God straight in the eyes and says, God damn it! Books on the table that aren't interesting to me? How dare you! In a world filled with war and disease and death, you have to make me suffer with uninteresting books as well? Making me cross an entire apartment that has a kitchen in it? I damn you to the deepest pits of hell, God! The deepest pits of hell! Anyway, so we make a makeshift splint and carry the kid back to the village. We bring him back to his mom and we get our reward, a silver pendant. I love how Largo immediately grabs it, but then suddenly says he doesn't want it. But hey, credit to Largo, he actually did turn the offer down. That's impressive. But we're getting her silver pendant anyway, though. She insists. Okay, thank you, lady, thank you. You know, it's wonderful. It's a nice silver pendant. Oh, is it a family heirloom? Carried over from mother to mother. Huh. Has some deep history and meaning for you to it, huh? Are you giving it to me? Wow. Don't worry. I'll take real good care of it. Yo, shopkeeper, what can I get for this stupid thing? Gallon of gas? Sure, give it to me.
That pendant looks familiar. I've seen it at some place. Where did you get it?
Someone gave it to me, so what about the diesel?
I don't want to be accused of receiving stolen goods. Who gave it to you?
Signor Lagrima gave me this pendant.
Okay. Here's your fuel. Use it well.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you.
I want to make sure you didn't steal the pendant. Stupid shopkeeper. Who cares if I stole it? I steal shit all the time. In fact, I probably would have stolen a stupid pendant if she didn't give it to me anyway. And even more fact, you should be grateful I even offer you stolen goods in return of your stupid gas. I should have just straight up steal your dumb gas immediately, peasant. Yeah. Largo, buddy, can you come into my office for a moment? Oh, not you, comic book Largo. I mean the video game Largo. Okay, yeah, hi. Okay, first of all, congratulations, Largo. You actually bought something in a store. That's great, wonderful. I never thought I'd see this. You actually understanding how money for normal people works. I know the concept of fair trading is an alien concept for those in high society, so well done in giving it a go. I'm very impressed. Great, but did you seriously sell the poor lady's precious heirloom right in front of her? She's right there, dude, seriously. I mean, I know we actually need that kind of gasoline, but you could have, I don't know, buy it with money. Actual money you actually have. I mean, you are rich, right? You didn't forget about that, did you? I mean, fuck, at first you can't even show your identification, and now you can't pay with your own money? Are you even bringing along your damn wallet during your adventures? I mean, I know you get all your equipment just by stealing shit from other people all the time, but jeez. Look, I know other point-and-click adventure heroes also steal shit too, but they're usually broke and pathetic. Losers hang on the lower rank of the food chain, acting in desperation. Even in the very rare cases you do play as someone with some power or money, they tend to have their assets stripped away from them right from the start. Sure, you're a wizard, but a pathetic one that can't do magic. Your wife betrays you and takes all your assets. You're a queen, but sent to a different dimension where your royal pedigree don't really matter. That sort of thing. But you actually have money and power. So that kind of makes you look pathetic when you still steal screwdrivers from janitors and bedsheets from civilians and... Well, whatever. Let's just get on with it. Okay, so we get to the evil monastery and...
Winch!
He knows you.
Yeah, and he didn't even ask me to write a check for charity. These are no ordinary monks.
Sorry, folks, I need a moment. Holy shit! Joy actually just kicked some dude. And not with the kind of wing. Like, boom, bam, motherfucker! And Largo Winch actually said something funny? I mean, it would have been funny if Largo was a likable, fun character. At this point, I'm so bored with his miserable voice that him actually saying a funny line can only make me raise an eyebrow in bewilderment rather than laugh. But hey, that was a good line, so there you go. So hey, Joy, are you finally gonna... Oh, and she's gone again. Bye, main character. Puzzle! Okay, we need to find a rope and a rack to... Oh, and they're right here. Puzzle complete. Wow. So, the bad guy's secret base. Well, we're in disguise, so just wander around. Go to the library, play around with some books, and voila, hidden pathway. Now we need to find Joy to help us. Now can you please stay for a moment, please? You're actually useful. So the villains are all in an airtight space. If only we could gas them. But where could I possibly find some gas randomly? Conveniently in the room I'm right now, I wonder? Oh, no. No, actually it isn't. Wow. No, the convenient gas masks are all in the very next room. Oh, wow, the puzzles are getting harder. Now, check out how this gas works. It's great. And boom, all knocked out. Wow, nice. I didn't even close the air vents or anything. Just one tiny psht, and presto, everyone's knocked out. That's some super gas. Wish we could use it in our fights, but of course we won't. Here's another fun detail. We have to steal a knife from the room to use in a later puzzle too. Largo finally bought us to bring his own knife, yet somehow we still need to steal someone else's for puzzle solving anyway. Hey, I can get my awesome knife blunt by using it. Gonna ruin someone else's. But hey, at least we're stealing from terrorists now, though, so whatever. And speaking of terrorists, there they are, all sleeping there peacefully. Well, let's just grab their weapons, throw them out of the window, so even when the terrorists wake up, they can't do much. That'll be smart. Okay, Largo, grab the gun. Grab it. Grab it! Grab it! It's right there! Grab the gun, so we have a cool gun, and a nice terrorist who wants to murder you doesn't. Grab it! Kick it, hide it, something, Largo! Okay, fine. Just let the villains have their weapons, I guess. Stupid video game logic. So we used the terrorist knife to open up the door, and now we're in the middle of the terrorist base. The guards might still be sleeping, but they can wake up any moment. Hey, computer, let's check my email. Congratulations! Hey! I wonder if I won $1 million from a suspicious, badly spelled email. That's sweet. Hello, Largo. Salma was friends with Jack. That's nice. What was I doing again? Oh, right! Evil terrorist base. Almost forgot. Now, notice how Largo is a lot nicer and much more upbeat now? In the first half of the game, he's all like, what a dump! Stupid magazines! A kitchen! And now he's all like, hey, nice! That's some nice technology. Some good computers over here. Ooh, Kerensky would love those. Oh, yeah. Now see, that was the problem. So far, our enemies were always endangering us with cheap equipment. Like we're fighting with filthy peasants. But now our opponents are actually using expensive equipment to fight us. So now they got Largo's respect. There we go. You're trying to murder me with billion-dollar equipment. Well played, terrorist. Well played. I'm starting to like you. I wouldn't mind getting murdered with those. So anyway, I have to do the hacking thing again. And again. And... But we get access to the files. How nice to villains to have all their crimes and evil deeds carefully listed in a convenient text file.
Dear Diary, these are the crimes we committed.
Thank you, criminals. Saves me the trouble of having to think myself. Okay, so now...
Stay cool.
I've mined the place. It's gonna blow.
Joy.
Joy! I'm so happy. Holy shit! Joy decided to set up a time bomb that's about to explode. Jeez, lady, give me a warning before you set that shit off. Jeez. Oh shit, we have to hurry. Oh, that's a really nice office, though. Very nice television. Oh, and the guards woke up, and they are now armed. Thank goodness we didn't disarm them, eh? But fuck yeah, now we have Joy joining us in the fight. Yeah, Joy! Kick him! Do the thing you did before. Yeah, kick him! Great. Thanks, Largo. You got your sucky fighting skills cooties all over her. Now she's just as fucking useless as you. Fortunately, just like Simon, she has one special move. A special Vulcan neck pinch slap that knocks enemies out for 1 or 2 rounds. And Largo has a knife. So hey, we can actually kick some ass this time. Boom, baby! We fought our way through sets of guards. But oh no! One evil monk escaped! And he took the elevator down! Now we're trapped up here, and the bomb is about to explode! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another exciting Largo Winch action sequence! Yes! How do we get out of this predicament? Okay, don't panic. First, pull the level. Action sequence complete! Woo! That was exciting. Now we can escape. Now let's do a broken sword and blow up some monks. Kaboom! There you go, folks. The third naughty moment from the teaser finally happened. And technically, Largo still wasn't responsible. It was Joey who randomly set that up. Though we did knife some monks, so that's sufficiently enough naughty behavior, I suppose.
All's well that ends well, right?
You said it, Tails. Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't that village that we were at barely 10 seconds walking from the cliff where this monastery was on? Won't the rubble from this explosion fall right on her house? Of the poor lady whose husband was already dying and whose son was just had his leg broken and her silver heirloom is now about to get half the monastery crashing into her house? Ah, fuck it. These people are poor anyway. Largo Winch away! No time to relax. Some terrorists are still out there. And we learned that they left an important DVD back at the Mexican lab. The villains desperately want their DVD back, and so far they already had 5 days to do it, but for some reason they waited until tonight. But tonight, they're going to get it. So we're after it first. Now, despite us being the CEO of the lab, Largo didn't call the cops or the manager of the place, or could at least call off the guards and leave us the keys. Because, video game. I mean, you could say that it's because we don't know who to trust. Some of the people working at the lab are traitors, but we literally have a list of the exact traitors in a monastery, so it ain't much of a mystery anymore. Well, whatever. But hey, at least we're breaking into and stealing stuff from Largo Winch himself, for once, so that's nice. Alright, how to get past the fence? Well, take the pliers Largo brought, use them on a grapnel and cable that Largo brought, and hey, everyone! Largo actually came prepared for once. He actually brought his own equipment along with him. Wow, Largo, are you sure? Are we sure we can't just break into a random farm or house beside the road and steal shit from another civilian first? You actually have your own equipment this time? Are you sick, buddy? What's going on? Oh, it's because we were breaking into our own building, so we would just be stealing from ourselves anyway, yeah. Okay, Simon joined us and set up a trap. If you signal him, he'll set up a distraction for the guards. You have to sneak as close to the guards as possible and then set it off. Why? Isn't it safer to be further away from the guards and closer where you want to break in, so the guards won't immediately spot you as soon as they become alerted? Yeah, well, shut up, this is Largo Winch. So, break in, and there we are, back in the lab. And shock, we have an actual point-and-click adventure moment. We need to press 2 buttons at the same time in opposite sides of the room, but we're alone. So set up a contraption with weights and rope and acid to burn through it until it slams into a button and we press it at the same time. Presto! Hey, an actual puzzle. Nice! And then we get this stupid minigame. As easy as the puzzles in-game are, so nightmarish are these minigame puzzles. Ugh. But we're in. But uh-oh, Miss Pass is suspicious and holds a gun on us.
I wouldn't think twice about shooting a killer like you.
I'm no killer.
Actually, we just blew up a bunch of monks. Then again, let's not make things too complicated when the lady's pointing a gun at us.
No, think about it, Salma. If I'd knocked off Jack, why would I have attracted attention on this matter by killing 2 guards?
Yeah, I'm no criminal. Think about it, Salma. Would a criminal be covered in black burglary clothes and blackface, sneaking around at midnight rather than use the clearance I already have as a CEO to do my business here officially at daylight? Obviously not. I can't possibly be doing anything illegal here. Duh. We've won her over. Nice. Get out, beat up some bad guys, and are back in New York. Whammo! Our secretary comes to tell us that Sharon Green sent us an email. One we can't read on our normal computer, but have to use a special computer in the basement for. Okay, I'll check it later, I guess. So, this is the final time we get to our New York headquarters in this game, so time to tie up some loose ends. Talk to John, and we finally get the reward for these pointless quizzes where you had to make business decisions for money. So, you wonder, what's our reward for earning all these pointless millions extra for Largo? Well, the reward you receive is this.
Group W's got nothing to worry about with you at the helm. You got it right in every one of your last 3 deals.
More compliments! Sweet! Yeah! Largo Winch is pretty awesome and flawless. Thanks, game. This guy really needs more compliments.
Wherever he is, Nerio must be really proud of you.
Ah, Nerio's really proud of me. That's so good, that's great! Nerio! The man with direct connections with the Russian mafia. The man who created the illegal spying organization. Aw. After all he went through to create those death traps I had to go through, to get the secret internet codes I needed to uncover the terrorists his actions caused to come after me. Aw, good old Nerio. That man is proud of me now? Aw, that just fills me with joy and warmth. Thanks, John. Check the DVD footage. Ah. Oh, those poor animals, mutated. In our laps! Damn you! If you mutilated those animals in someone else's lap, that'd be cool. But our lap? Ooh, now it's personal. Okay, now what? Alright, yeah, let's see what dumb email Sharon sent. Hurry! Emergency! It's urgent! Get over here!
And wants to meet up with me urgently. Excellent.
She's panicking and freaking out. Excellent! Yeah, hey Sharon, next time you have an urgent message that you want me to get over to you as quickly as possible, freaking call me on the phone. Not through email. I only check my email twice a day. And especially don't send in an email I can only access in my super secret underground computer that takes me an hour to reach. Jeez, lady. I might almost start to think this is some kind of trap or something. Well, whatever, let's go. The door's unlocked. Yeah, put your apartment keys in the deli aquarium, but then leave your door wide open. Great way to stop burglars, you don't. And we're immediately knocked out before the voice actor could even finish his sentence. Huh, sweet, we should get poisoned by gas more often. Uh-oh. Sharon!
My God, what have I done?
No!
Whoever did this to you is going to pay.
Whoa! What was that? Wow, the voice actor had to raise his voice once. Did they get a different actor to replace him for that one line, or was that a stock screen? It's especially amazing when the sentences right before and right after are in the exact same monotone, bored voice he always talks in. No! But yeah, damn, Sharon's killed. Now it's personal. All evidence points to me. They'll think I'm the killer. I'm no killer. I mean, I'm not this specific killer. Uh-oh, the bad guys called the police. They can't see me like this. First things first. The most important thing we need to do now is to put on a tuxedo. Hey, at least when we get arrested, we look sharply dressed. People hearing that I murdered a woman while savagely screaming doesn't matter. They're used to that. It's just a good old Largo again. But they can't possibly see me wear casual clothes while doing that. I mean, the billionaire in jeans is my nickname, but people can't actually know I wear that crap. Come on. Actually, I don't think we ever wear jeans in this whole game. Oh well. Okay, now to escape the apartment. Knock the key from the bedroom out of the lock and onto a piece of paper. Oh, that's a classic. Oh hey, and now we need the apartment keys from the aquarium. Wow! Who would have thought that clumsy exposition was going to be required later? Alright, there's deadly fish inside. What do we do? Let's kill the fish. No, Largo, that's not necessary. If you just use your ruler with some fork glued to it, we can get the keys without having to touch the fish, and... fuck it, too hard. Die, fish! Good old Largo. Couldn't just drag the keys up with a fork. Nope, we just had to kill those fish all along after all. Right from the moment we saw that aquarium, I immediately wanted to push it over. The fish were doomed from the start. Anyway, we escaped the apartment, but now we're wanted by the police. Jeez, I murdered dozens of people, yet I get accused of the one murder I actually didn't commit. Isn't that just great? Well, let's just get to my dad's fancy mansion and figure out our final plan there. Okay, so what info do we have? We know several people at the Mexican lab are plans from the terrorists, including director Jenny Lucas. After some hacking, we learned that she's the one who sent the email that set the trap of us being framed for the murder. And if you remember, at the start of the game, she's the one who organized charity with sending milk to Dranavia. Talking to Salma, we learned that they illegally created deadly viruses at the lab that spread explicitly through milk. No, I don't see any connection. Let's talk to the others what they think.
So she's the one who ordered Sharon Green's murder.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain why she organized this trap.
Yeah, that doesn't explain the trap. Look, the fact that she joined a terrorist organization who murdered people, mutilated dozens of animals to create a deadly virus, and murdered Sharon Green, all that stuff makes perfect sense. I get that. I mean, hell, I was gonna create a deadly virus myself this Saturday if all this adventuring didn't ruin all my weekend plans. But that she set up a trap for me, that she wanted me to get arrested. No, that's the one thing I don't understand. Why would a terrorist organization possibly want to hurt me? What did I do? All they did is investigate a crime, sabotage them, get cut off from their Russian allies, infiltrate their base, murder their soldiers, hack into their systems, uncover their secret information, and blow up their base. And just for that, they think I'm a threat to them? No, that doesn't make any sense. That can't be it. No, there must be something else.
You were right. I found something. Jenny Lucas wasn't born in the U.S.
Aha! We found it! She wasn't born in the U.S. She's a foreigner! That's why she's evil! Now it all makes sense. Curse you, foreigners! Now it's personal. Let's go get her. Despite knowing who the villain is and why and what she's doing and everything being made clear, we still really need to find out what specific country she's from. I mean, it won't impact what she's doing or what we're doing about it, but damn it, she's a foreigner. I have to know what specific country she's from. Only then do I know what specific insults and hurtful stereotypes I can use against her. Let's break into the FBI's database to find out. I mean, they're already investigating us and trying to get us arrested, so hey, let's make it worse. The evil lady is an evil lady! Dun dun dun! What a plot twist! We got all the data. It's time for action. Uh-oh, it's too late! The terrorist organization has found our base! We're under attack! Largo quickly hides in a secret room as the villains are about to... just keel over and die, according to the sound effects. Seriously, they just play the sound effects villains make when they die in battle. Huh, must have been a Suicide Squad.
That showed him, huh?
Ta! But fortunately, my partners Simon and Joy are here and aren't doing anything. Damn. It's time for another exciting Largo Winch action sequence, yes! It's time to Home Alone them to death. I know that's a homage to the comic, but that just looks dumb in the game graphics. Man, half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. Just turn off the power and put a wire in the machine, turn on the power, and the machine explodes and randomly kills the guy. Okay, look, there's only 5 rooms I can enter with only 10 things to interact with, so I just press things until I magically win. Anyway, eventually we find Joy and we fight some more terrorists. This is probably the hardest fight in the game, despite having Joy, because it really relies a lot more on luck more than usual. Either way, eventually we win. Yay! But oh no, Selma Bass has been kidnapped! Okay, now it's personal. I mean, it was already personal. Hell, it's been personal since that...
An alarm clock. A lousy $5 alarm clock.
Freaking $5 alarm clock, motherfuckers! And then they hurt Kerensky, so it was even more personal. Then they sent hurtful spam mails. Then it was even more personalery. And then they used my lab to do evil things, so it was even more personalery. And then they killed Sharon. And then blamed me for it, so it was even more personalery. But now they kidnapped a sexy lady. Oh, now it's even more personalery. Thank goodness, because there weren't any stakes before. I mean, yeah, terrorist organization is going to mutilate and murder millions of innocent people in Dronavia. Boring. Who cares? I mean, I'm sure that the player would agree that if the game just cut straight to the end credits here, whatever, nobody would care. But now, my sexy lady has been kidnapped. Okay, now I guess we're gonna fight this climactic battle. Now it's personal. Let's roll. Ah, so that's where Dronavia is apparently. Somewhere between Croatia and Albania. Huh. Boarding the freighter, it's time for more Home Alone antics. For the first time, we have both Joy and Simon joining us, so they're still not gonna do anything at all. We get our first glimpse of our villain, Helena. I mean, we saw her before in disguise as Jenny Lucas, but now here she is in full-blown evil pirate lady mode, twirling her mustache and ordering executions and death. Ah, how nice the villains always keep reminding us they're the villain. Ah, we found Salma, but first, we must fight some of the terrorists, all alone. Fortunately, we're giving a fire extinguisher, which not only hurts all enemies on screen, but makes them all skip 2 rounds too, making the fire extinguisher the best weapon in the entire game. Huh. Whoa, hey, Joy! Spontaneously existing for a brief moment again. Help us push the box, that's nice. And then disappear out of the game for good. Bye, Joy. Who cares? We finally saved a pretty girl. Roll credits. I don't care about the rest of the plot resolution. Oh, but Largo does.
What about you?
I'm gonna blast this lousy freighter.
Yeah, let's blow this lousy freighter. Not because of the deadly virus. The freighter is just lousy. Stupid cheap boat. It doesn't deserve the winch name. So, Largo, you plan to blow up this boat all along, huh? Then I'm sure you brought some explosions along with you, right? Brought your own detonator and explosions and everything? Right, Largo? No? No? You think you can just walk around and conveniently stumble into a room filled with explosions, right? Okay, Largo Winch, I need to talk to you in my office. No, not you, the video game itself. Yeah, hi, Largo Winch, the video game? Yeah, so you're a puzzle game, right? And this is basically the final puzzle in the game. Well, okay, not the final puzzle, but the last one with any free roaming going on. The last puzzle where we can still move around freely in the game world. So this is it, the big finale, the big climax, the big final test for the player to break their brains. The big mighty puzzle that's gonna leave us straight to the end credits. And then you just hand them the explosions we need right here. I mean, we were researching the viruses before on the computer. How about there you set up some of the components of the virus can be flammable and explosive when mixed with other chemicals or something? Set up some kind of MacGyver puzzle where the final part of the game is us finding some chemicals around the boat to cause the explosion. Steal a guard's lunchbox to find what food happens to have an ingredient. Extract it, heat it up. Do some kind of MacGyvering to create chemical ingredients to cause the explosive reaction, something like that. Because, you know, the alternative... Why is there a room filled with explosives on this boat? I mean, yeah, the boat is run by terrorists, but their plan doesn't involve causing an explosion. Their plan is to masquerade as a charity, as UNICEF. To be as inconspicuous as possible so the contaminated milk gets through security and then have the people be mutated and die because of the virus. Because we know the country of Dernavia is said to be at war at the moment. So, you know, the kind of thing that makes countries a little skeptical when random boatloads of explosions are smuggled into the country. They tend to get a little paranoid about these sort of things during wartime, you know? Outside of wartime even. When did this game take place again? Oh right, 2002. A year after the 9/11 terrorist attack. Might be a hunch of me, but I think people might be a little uncomfortable around random explosions randomly showing up, you know? I mean, again, this is supposed to be a charity ship that's just bringing food for the little children, and then there's like a random Looney Tunes room filled with bombs? Whatever. Let's just get this over with. Before we can set up the explosion, Helena shows up. Here it is, folks. The big confrontation. After all the tragedy, all the death, all the adventuring, all the kitchens Largo had to walk through, he finally faces the mastermind orchestrating all this drama. And Largo is ready. He has a stinging jab, a zinger, a retort of epic proportions, ready to knock Helena down a peg.
What happened to your high heels and fancy earrings?
Burn! Yeah, terrorist lady. You had fancy clothes then, but look like a pirate lady now. Ha! Yeah, well, you look fancy back then too, and now you look like a burglar. What's your point, Winch? Oh, right, Look, Largo's as upset that you don't dress up pretty for him anymore. It hurts his masculinity. Give him a break. Also, I can't believe I say this, but Largo kinda has a point, Helena. Actually, why do you dress up like an evil terrorist pirate lady? I mean, the loading screen just told us that we're already at the Drunavian coastline, so the officials checking the cargo are coming soon. Is this really the correct time to be dressing up like an evil pirate and ordering out tortures? The inspection committee might be coming in any moment.
Hi there, Witch for Humanity. Why are you all dressed up like evil terrorists? Is it Halloween? Oh hey, it's the scientist lady. She was on the news for being kidnapped. Ah, you're torturing her, huh? Ah, she probably deserved it. Oh hey, a room full with explosions. Is that part of the charity donation? Cool. Hey, you want us to make photos while we use those explosions? Could be great for your website. Largo Winch charity. Food for people we like, deadly explosions for people we hate. Winch for Humanity.
Well, whatever. I had enough with those punks. Knock those enemies over and run.
You're such a wimp, Largo. Your father had more class than you.
Huh. For some reason, Helena's using the same insults that the spam emails did. Wimp! Father had more class! Huh. Not sure if this is supposed to mean that Jerry was innocent as she was the sender of these emails? Well, whatever. It's time for the final battle. Okay, so this fight plays like a puzzle, so you have to pay very close attention. You see, I accidentally already completed the puzzle and can beat the game. Oops. Well, that's a perfect note to finish the game on. Okay, let's rewind for a bit. So the idea of the fight is that it's impossible to hurt Helena because she has a hidden sword that chops up any object you throw at her. And, well, punches and kicks are useless as usual. However, if you throw a canister of oil at her, the liquid splashes into her eye, giving you an opportunity to throw a knife at her. And that's great, but there's only like 3 things you can even do during this fight. Because at this point in the game, nobody's even gonna bother with any of the punches and kicks. So chances that you'll probably immediately stumble into the right combination even before you know what's happening. When you throw the wrong items, he knocks over things in the background. So you could imagine a good point-and-click adventure, having you interact more with the environment and having to manipulate her into moving and knocking down more stuff around before you get your hands on the oil canister. But hey, this is Largo Winch, so you're just giving the solution of the problem right at the start. So yeah, ship goes kaboom, and we save the day. The deadly virus sinks to the ocean, just as Largo planned. Presumably now mutating thousands of fish. Ah, probably also just as Largo planned.
Told you I was gonna kill those fish.
Yeah, so, yay! Group W promises to send new humanitarian help to Dronovia later. Presumably without a virus this time, but presumably still with a random room with explosions in it. Then we get the news report that Largo is declared innocent from the murder of Sharon Green. He reflects on his adventure. Was it all worth it? The tragedy? The death? Aw, poor Sharon. All she wanted to do was the right thing and got tragically killed over it. How could we ever... Oh, hey! Hello, baby! Hello, baby! I heard my corrupt company got your loved one horribly murdered a few days ago. Oh, my loved one was horribly murdered because of my corrupt company as well. Let's fuck. And that was Largo Winch, Empire Under Threat. The millionaire in jeans, except he never wore any jeans in this game. Exciting, amazing, pure art! I'm heartbroken that this spectacular piece of media isn't widely remembered and failed to make Largo Winch a household name. But perhaps it's for the better. Largo doesn't want to be owned by you anyway. So I bid you farewell, my dear viewer, until next time. And remember, always make sure your home is spotless clean and filled with fancy equipment and perfect magazines. You never know when Largo decides to break in and be upset about your living conditions not being up to his standards. Adieu.